And on your side, update to a huge consumer product safety recall that is affecting millions of car owners. Takata airbags were first found to be defective back in 2014 in cars, and now we've learned it may be years before that recall is completed. Jeff Patterson spoke with Senator Bill Nelson about a recall and what's being done now. He joins us live in Tampa with an update. We've been talking about this for a long time, Jeff, and so you're saying it's going to be a while.
Yeah, good evening, Josh. This impacts millions of cars still on the road, even right now. Incredibly, 200 million cars worldwide impacted by this recall. It impacts a number of different automakers, and those automakers are having real difficulty keeping up with the recall. We first met Lisa Laird months ago. Her Volkswagen Passat was sitting idle in her garage. Laird was afraid to drive it because it's part of the huge Takata Airbag Recall.
I was petrified to drive it. I got in the car a couple of times, and I literally was shaking, and I kept thinking, oh my gosh, what if someone hits me?
Her fears are not unfounded. Government studies show the Takata airbag inflator can explode, sending shrapnel into a driver, causing serious injury or death. Laird leased her car, and the VW dealership refused to give her another car or let her out of the lease, despite the defective parts.
Nothing happened with Volkswagen with my car. They wouldn't do anything, and I could not continue to make the payments on it and keep up the insurance on it.
No longer able to use the car, she defaulted on the lease, and it ruined her credit. She's not alone.
I got the numbers, and it's going to blow your mind.
We told Senator Bill Nelson about Laird's problem. He's been on the Takata Airbag Recall from the beginning. Nelson told us Takata has only replaced 36% of defective airbags so far, affecting more than 65 million U.S. consumers.
The problem is you can't get the parts in enough time, so they are phasing this in over time all the way to the end of 2019.
Yeah, 2019. We plan to follow up on this to see if recent changes in the law that Senator Nelson told me about may have protected Ms. Laird before she had to default on that lease. Josh?
Now, Jeff, Ms. Laird, is there anything she could have done to try to make that car safer? This is kind of a catch-22. I mean, the airbag is broken, so you don't want to use that. Could she have turned it off or disabled it somehow?
Yeah, we looked with the government. We checked up with the government on this. Amazingly, Josh, it's illegal to disable these airbags. The government claims you're safer with the airbag, even though it could potentially be deadly, than without it, which is kind of amazing to me. But no mechanic, no dealership would disable it for her, so she felt had no choice in this.
Well, and if it explodes and kills you, then you don't want to drive with an exploding airbag prematurely. So you have a problem either way. Jeff Patterson live for us in Tampa. Thank you.